Hey, what's up, guys? Triple C. I'm Joseph,
And I'm Justin.
and welcome back to a episode of a stream that we had because we had to split it into two parts. So, hopefully, you guys do enjoy it.
Um, we're gonna be thinking about. We're thinking about probably. Well, not we're thinking about. I can talk about this a little bit more as well. What we're gonna be doing with the Libra is we're taking it to the next step, just one step closer to a pre-production model. This was the one that we just made. It was small, versatile. It was a lot of fun. It drove. It had a lot of issues, but Justin's putting it into restoration, and she's gonna say goodbye, and we're gonna be like, good night. Um,
But what's the difference this time around? Because a lot of things have changed since the Libra came out. We've had a lot
mhm.
of new technological advances. And what sort of things can we expect on this new
just
Libra?
like just like we wanted to just like we wanted to do and still want to do with the C platform, we're gonna make it street legal. Second project to become street legal, which is gonna be absolutely amazing. Um, it's not gonna have we're next phase after this one is probably gonna work on a little bit more luxuries and stuff. This one's gonna be street legal. Windows, mirrors, and other shit like that. It's gonna be really awesome. And if I'm not incorrect, we're going to be making it a bit bigger.
Are we talking? There's two scale Libras. That's the cool thing about this. The small scale one is probably going to stay about the same, given the fact that it wouldn't make any sense to invest more money into making it a larger platform because we know it works how it is. But we do want to evolve the Libra. So what we will be doing, Joe, is we'll be taking that engine out of the Libra system that'll be in this one, and it will actually be powerful enough to run a full-size one-of-one scale Libra prototype that'll be as big as a car, and that will be street legal as well. So, of course, this engine has to run its parameters in a smaller Libra. We wouldn't want to test it out on something that big and have it be very unreliable. We'd rather have it be fine-tuned tested, even if that means we have to replace the compressor or whatever when it comes time to do the one-on-one scale. At least we know exactly how we're going to pull off the large scale before we start putting a lot of money into a large scale prototype. But the key word is reliability, which, given the platform, it is a very reliable platform. In fact, I'm quite proud of how reliable it is compared to a lot of the other stuff we've done. So the difference this time around, though, Joe, is the driving experience.
The driving experience? And what's going to be the difference?
Well, this one's going to have a transmission. It's going to be a 3-speed semi-automatic. That's the plan.
So look, so as you guys can hear, it's getting closer and closer to the production, to the actual one-to-one scale Libra. How crazy is that?
Well, there's been, like I said, a lot of research that's been going on. We were going to make a handmade 3-speed. That would be the only way we would be making a 3-speed is if it were a homemade unit. However, looking into reliability, of course, being the main factor of it all, it does not seem feasible to invest that much into a 3-speed automatic. In fact, I thought it'd be a better idea to save that engineering idea and the cost, and when the time is ready for the one-on-one prototype, build, if we deem we want to, a higher geared automated manual transmission, something like an 8 or 9 speed and up transmission. Might as well spend the money on that. So what transmission is it going to have? It is. I'm debating, but I'm thinking it's going to be a 5-speed peerless transaxle, which you would know similarly, and I kind of want to make this claim, so I think I'm going to just make it. You guys can debunk me. I want to say it's the same one in our Lesha tractor. So it's a 5-speed with a reverse. Now, of course, here's the problem with the transaxles. You can't just shift them all the way. However, I've had kind of good experience with Lesha when Lesha was moving. I would never use the clutch to shift gears. It always shifted on its own. Now, yes, long-term reliability-wise, probably won't work out, but I'd rather find that out when we get it. So now, how's it going to be semi-automatic? What do you mean? Well, here's my idea. We're going to get a linear actuator. Our favorite thing. I really love those linear actuators. They're a little expensive, but they're very fun. So we're going to get a linear actuator, and it is going to have a wire which will be underneath the gas pedal on the up position of the linear actuator. So when you press the gas, the linear actuator arm comes out. In turn, it pushes on the gear lever, which will then shift it from first to second to third to fourth to fifth. Then, okay, well, great. You got it to high speed. How do you go in reverse? Well, how do you go into reverse? When you press the brake, it automatically starts moving the arm backwards, which then shifts you back into lower gears, if that makes sense. That was the biggest issue I had with trying to come up with a CCC designed 3-speed automatic, is that I knew exactly how the chain would grab onto second and third gear, but I didn't know how I would be able to route it back to first reliably. Hence why I decided it'd be better to outsource to a different transmission. But in this case, we get to invest a lot more into making the semi-automatic portion of the transmission better, because I truly feel like we're just kind of asking for trouble if it's a homemade transmission with a homemade automatic system on it, rather than having a tried and true tested design with some CCC influence. Because the Libra is all about simplicity, and that's why it became so reliable. What are the gains for an automatic, or for this transmission we're going to add to it? It's going to take a lot less stress off of the drill. The drill is actually, what I'm really proud of with the Libra is that its mechanicals have very little stress on them. The compressor has very little stress because it's not directly driving the wheels. It's, it has a hose, obviously, which connects to the drill. So there's a lot of less stress. So I figured, well, why don't we remove a little bit more stress? Because if you can find ways to remove more stress out of a system, you make it more efficient. So with a transmission, that means our wheels can spin faster and our motor can spin slower, which will, of course, in the long run, help us with range and stuff like that, which doesn't seem important on a little small-scale prototype like the Libra we have. But when you move to one of one, you got to really start thinking about figures like this, because these are the figures that are going to help us branch out with the Libra. So yeah,
there you go. So that's going to be the big thing with the Libra. It's going to be it's going to be a transmission. How crazy! Oh,
not even that. Can I just say one last thing?
Yeah, of course.
I have to say a very, very important thing. Oh, hello, Amber. Welcome to the stream. It is going to have an M mode, a manual mode. I figured out exactly how I'm going to pull it off to. It's going to have a gear lever, and the gear lever is going to be connected to the gas and the brake pedal. So when you move the lever, it moves, obviously, the gas pedal and brake pedal forward and backwards, which then controls the movement of the linear actuator in the back. It is, yes, extremely useless in the terms of why do you need it, but it's kind of an added extra. If I can pull off the transmission, I want to kind of give something, some little quirks, as we were talking about in the last episode of the CCC show. I want to add some quirks to it, and I actually added that for this guy over here. because Joe is a huge fan of manuals. He likes the Dodge Viper. And so I wanted to add some enthusiast cred to the Libra for him and give it a manual mode because I know Joe likes cars with manual modes. So there you go. But that's all I got for the Libra. Any other questions or whatever?
No, not really. I think we kind of got the basis of those two projects.
I got a
Honestly,
question for you, though.
what?
What's going on with the Nova V?
Nothing.
Oh, well, there you go.
With all of school and me being nothing, no action. A lot of concepting, no action. Just been kind of thinking about it and working on it and stuff. That's kind of really it. Nothing really much else crazy has been going on. But my plan is really to sooner or later get back and get into the concept, get into the concepting building phase like I wanted to this year. And that's probably going to be after school. After school ends and stuff, school's almost over. Final weeks is coming, so we're getting into this big thing. Buying that car definitely did hinder it. I did say November 5th was going to be the start of it, but with me buying a car really kind of hindered it a little bit, but that's okay. It's not like going to stop me from doing it. But yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. You got to keep a lookout for it. Right now I really don't have much to offer you guys. So that's why I really don't talk that much. If I talk about the Libra, I'll talk about the Libras. I have some ideas and some backstory and stuff, as well as the C platform. But that is kind of really it for me. You'll be seeing some videos soon. I'm still working on the social media. I also do want to work on the video quality, so I hopefully want to get a camera as well for recording videos. Outside, inside, upside down. Oh, there goes my headphones. I just ripped them out of my ears.
The whole family's here.
No, but yeah, so that's kind of really it for me. And I think that's kind of really it for also the episode. If you guys have any other questions down below, definitely shoot them in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, as well as all of the other good stuff that you guys do. Check out all of our social media stuff in the description down below. And yeah, that's kind of really it. But tell us in the comment section down below what your guys' favorite project is, or just what you're excited for. Let us know. So anyway, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, yada yada yada, all that other good stuff. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Justin.
And we will triple see you later.
Peace,
Peace, guys.